Said that you wouldn't sit down with Mr. Trump and talk to him unless he respects Canada's sovereignty. Did you convey that to the president today? And if so, what did he say?
The president respected Canada's sovereignty today, both in his private and public comments. Monsieur le Président a respecté la souveraineté de notre pays dans la conversation privée et dans ses commentaires publics.
Holy crap, it has just officially come down. The Liberal campaign is crumbling before our very eyes. Mark Carney was caught lying, but this lie is different than previous lies because the entire campaign he's been running is on fear of Donald Trump. And the lie he was just caught lying about is about Donald Trump. His phone call with Donald Trump, he says that Donald Trump respects him, and they were talking about the future relationship together, and it was all positive. Oh man, did we find out that is not what happened? We gotta get into it. Let's go. Mark Carney is a habitual liar, and now he's been caught saying so many lies it's hard to keep track. But we know he lied about moving Brookfield to the United States, which showed a letter that proved that he was the one that authorized it. And he lied about the 2008 crisis and that he wanted to rewrite history to cover his tracks. And he also lied about pipelines, saying one thing in English and another thing in French. And yeah, you can't blame his French on that one. And now he's also lied about Pierre Poilievre's position on abortions. And today was his biggest lie of them all, saying that Donald Trump respects him and listens to him and wants to negotiate with him. And he is the best person to negotiate with Donald Trump. Oh, ho, ho. We just found out that that is so far from the truth, and it's a lie. Let's get into it. And here's the article that broke the news this morning, and everybody woke up to this going, are you kidding me? Just before the election, the truth comes out. It couldn't have come out at a better time. And guess who reported on it? CBC. You can't make any of this stuff up. Trump talked about the 51st state during the call with Carney, Radio Canada sources say. This is incredible. And guess what? Remember that first video I just showed you? Prime Minister had said the US president respected Canada's sovereignty during the call. And here we have Mark Carney answering to reporters after this bombshell report about him lying. Let's see what he says.
I think you've ducked Ashley and Laurence's question, so I just give you one opportunity again. Yes or no, did Mr. Trump bring up the 51st state in his call with you?
I said that he did. I said that he did. But the president, to be clear, oui, il a soulevé. C'est correct. Mais il a soulevé. Il a soulevé beaucoup.
Wow, why did he turn over to French so that nobody understands what he's saying? Plus, he keeps repeating himself because he's caught off guard. He just said, oh yeah, I told everybody he said that. No, he didn't. We saw the other video.
Beaucoup d'enjeux. Mais la discussion au sein, c'est une discussion de pays souverains. Sorry, Mackenzie, I should be answering you in English.
Yeah, he wasn't making any sense in French. He was struggling. So he's like, oh, why am I speaking in French? I should answer this in English.
Him raising something and then where the discussion is, he has these things in his mind. This is not news. He raises it all the time. Okay? But then the question is, what's going to be done with it? And does he understand where we stand, more particularly where I stand? He is under no illusions. Never. Absolutely not. Never. Move on. It's two sovereign nations coming together, negotiating our partnership, our relationship. And the question is, will there be a deal that's acceptable to Canada? There's a lot that will never be on the table in those negotiations, and I've been absolutely clear about that.
Okay, you get that, Canada? He did not answer the question. He went around and tried to speak French and failed. And then he says, oh yeah, we're going to have two sovereign nations. Do you feel more confident after his answer, or do you feel less confident after his answer? Leave a comment below. And then we get Philippe Blanchet, Bloc Québécois, go nuclear on Mark Carney today. Insane.
Seems more and more to have been a stunt. He wanted to make a statement. I am Mark Carney. I'm the best of them all. I'm a great negotiator. I have managed crisis in the past. I would change the world. Trust me. And it appears that it never happened. That the call was not what has been described afterwards. That there was no agreement, no support for Canada's sovereignty, no beginning for a deal. Just the show of a man who wanted to pretend something which appears today not to be true. I believe many people in Canada and in Quebec will say, what the hell is that? And if that is not true, what else is not true?
Oh, and he's bang on. What else is not true? Because every single thing that he has said since he showed up in Canada after 10 years of living abroad has been a lie. He's trying to put a cloak on Canada, and then he rushed this election with the shortest election period in Canadian history so that he could push forward as quickly as possible, shine this beautiful, shiny thing and say, I'm new, I have a new everything, and look, I can negotiate with Donald Trump. And we just found out that he is a failure with negotiating with Donald Trump because it was all a lie. Yeah, that's right, Canada. This is the moment, the black swan moment, where the only candidate that will bring back prosperity and freedom in this country is Pierre Poilievre. It is a no-brainer. He's the only one that brings hope to our country. And Sparkles here is bang on. Without Trump, the Liberals have absolutely nothing. Carney has lied from the start of his campaign. The media gives him a free pass. And for those of you that haven't seen the Piers Morgan and Jordan Peterson interview on April 8th, which Jordan Peterson describes as Carney is trying to trick Canadians in seeing he's like this economist that's going to have this booming economy and he's a centrist. But in reality, he's offering the same social platform, the socialist platform that we've been delivered for the last 10 years. I'd go ahead and watch that interview. So we're really going to find out if Canadians wake up before it's too late with all of the Carney lying. I'm going to finish this report with what Pierre Poilievre said today to a reporter.
Sheldon McLeod from MBS News. The parties, the leaders for the last number of weeks, for the last number of years have been telling us how they are different from each other, but after Monday, whoever forms government, the Prime Minister will be the Prime Minister of the entire country, not just the supporters that they have. So what is your plan to bring our country together to head out, to face the challenges that are in our future?
Yes, that's a very good question. Canadians have been divided by their government over the last decade. They've been told to turn against each other. I think that's the wrong way. The right way is to bring our people together. And, what unites this country is what I call the Canadian promise. That doesn't matter where you come from. It matters where you're going. If you work hard, you should get a great life. It doesn't matter if you've been here your family's been here for 6 generations, or if you've been here for 6 weeks. If you're prepared to put your shoulder to the wheel and work hard, you should give a great life and a beautiful home on a safe street. And I'm going to rekindle that promise and unite people around that purpose. We are one country. We're a proud country. And I owe everything to this country. It gave me a start from a very humble beginning to be able to stand before you at this stage. And I'm going to give that back. My goal is to make sure that every single kid who's born in this country has that same opportunity. Every single senior that's worked hard their entire life has a dignified retirement. So let us unite our country around that shared promise, and let's bring home change for the future. Thank you.
There you have it, Canada. We have an election on Monday. Make sure you get everybody you know to go vote and vote for change. I'll see you on the next report.